Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Take a Seat with G. I'm your host, G, and today we are here and we are graced with another rapper on our couch, on our blue couch. And today I present to you Melo Griffith.
What's going on?
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, you know, I'm just glad to have, you know, of course, shout out to you. I'm just glad to have another person in the house, you know, the new face to the camera. So the first question I ask all of my guests is, when did you fall in love with music?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think actually I have a specific memory from this too. I might have been still in like diapers and mom was playing some Usher.
Okay, good taste.
And yeah. And I can't even remember which song it was, but like mom was playing some Usher and I was performing and like I was just like dancing and singing my heart. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is like, when I look back on it, that would have been the moment.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah.
Usher, that's a good memory.
Yeah, I was there singing it, and like she had one of her friends over, and her friend's like girlfriend was there as well, and I'm like there like singing, sedating her. I'm like fucking 3, like, maybe if that. I don't know. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, no, that's a good memory. Shout out to Usher. Shout out to your mama for having good
Yeah, you know
musical
what I'm saying?
taste.
She put me on.
Okay, so your music blends alternative rap with indie R&B, and you also incorporate the blues and jazz. You do it all. You're versatile. How did you develop this unique sound, and which artists have influenced your style? But let's start with, how did you develop this sound of yours?
Yeah, good question. I feel like that came with a lot of like traveling to different areas, being from like, I guess I would say the suburbs, and then just exploring different parts of Toronto kind of helped build the rap and hip hop centric side to myself. And then when I finally went away for school and I was learning like more in the jazz scene, more in like the alt scene, a lot of people were playing live instruments, and I was getting more familiar with instrumentation and just like going to open jams where they just set up a bunch of mics and people play rhythms and you just hop on and say whatever you want. I think that helped to develop like, okay, cool. You don't have to be so boxed in by just the formulas of rap. You can like mix it up and mess around with where jazz fits in, you know, like, and where blues fit into that as well. So I started blending and singing a little bit just to make it a little bit more fresh, a little bit more me, I think.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And your lyrics are known to be like vivid, imaginary, and storytelling.
Yeah.
So can you share your creative process as to how like you come about and make music, and why is that important to you?
Yeah. For me, I like the idea of playing, and I feel like as a lot of people like get older, they just forget like the best part of life is the things that you get to do and have fun doing. So I never wanted to be a person who's like, okay, like I have to buckle down because I'm getting older, or like no, you can still have fun and enjoy yourself and create. Like the whole world's your sandbox, and like anything you take to is gonna be your canvas. You can craft it however you want. You can paint on whatever side you want. And I feel like that's what allowed me to kind of build my worlds when it comes to writing music, or just like imagining flows and like talking about different topics, or even subgenres within the music, is just allowing myself to be like, okay, what if we tried this instead, or this perspective?
Yeah.
From like the perspective of someone who's like drunk, or someone who is high, or someone who's talking to someone who's drunk, and like playing both sides of those characters, and like being like, oh, this is how you can do it, just by allowing yourself to dream a little bit, you know, imagine, build stories. That's really it.
It kind of reminds me of Kid Cudi, in a sense.
I mess with Kid Cudi. You did ask that too, and I didn't get to answer it. But like some of my inspos, early inspo for sure is Kid Cudi. Like he was on there. I'd say more of the inspirations now I would give to like the Childish Gambino, Tyler, the Creators of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I see that. All right. Let's talk about your new tracks that came out. So Speeding and Ready Yet. That was 2024. So what was the inspiration behind those, and how do they fit in your overall artistic vision?
So I think those ones actually really speak to the play thing a lot, like the allowing yourself to feel the youthfulness of like what it is to just be free a bit. So speeding kind of came up in that sense where it's like this song already has an energy of like feeling very high pace and high impact and like in high intensity. So I was like, all right, let's kind of work with that. Depending on the song, depending on like where I am in terms of my creativity, like I'll either write a song with like an idea or feeling in mind, or I might hear something my producer sent me and be like, oh, this is already what I'm envisioning, and I can kind of like carve away at it to get that picture painted a little bit better. Both of those songs I would say are in my like motivation category, where it's like these songs should motivate you to feel like you're empowered and like you are a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Like you can accomplish crazier feats than you probably do. Ready It, for instance, was produced by my homie Sean Tommy, and he actually originally started a series saying a bunch of beats that people didn't want. Okay. And that was like one of the first ones that he put up, and I'm like, are you crazy? Send this to me right now. So from that, I was just like, I took it. I'm like, immediately I thought Nike commercial. That will that's just what popped in my brain. I'm like, okay, cool. So let's think that like inspirational, just do it type energy, where it's like, no, we want people to feel good. They feel motivated to keep going. Like whether it be like get through your next set, get through the rest of your shift. Like you don't have to feel tired right now. You can give yourself a little pick me up. That's what that song was supposed to be. And I wanted people to feel like you can find some sort of resolve or solace in this. On those low days, here's something to pick you up.
Okay, that's how I felt too when I was listening to them. Hey. I was like, okay, no, I like motivation.
I see you be in the gym, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. No, I always look for stuff like that will get me like pumped up, or you know. So shout out to you for doing that, because a lot of people do. I don't think a lot of people do motivational music like that anymore. It's like something has had to happen for them to transition into that phase, and then it's like, okay, there we go. Yeah, but then nobody thinks about people that be going to the gym or that need to get through that shift, like you said.
Saying? Like it doesn't have to be like that. That's the crazy thing. And no, you make such a good point. People like when they try to do like, I'm gonna make motivational music, it almost gets too preachy, or like like a little too like nothing's wrong with religion, but like it's either preachy or religious in that sense, where it's like that's the only way you feel you can motivate people. But I'm like, no. People just sometimes need like to know like they just need a fire lit under them. Yeah. And it's like this is how you could do it. You can just give someone something that's high energy but in a good feel good way.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's true. Okay, so let's talk about some live performances. Okay. Right. So you performed at events like Blue Fest and Cranium Fest. Yeah. How do these live experiences influence your music?
Oh man. First of all, yeah, love both those festivals. Great, like both done in Ottawa actually. And I would say the live performance thing is like my favorite part about it all, just because you get to really see the energy that you bring and the energy that people that like you give to others. And it becomes like infectious because you're seeing like them feed off of how hype and how excited you are about the music. And then they start like giving it back to you, and then you're like, oh, now you're giving more, and it's like this nice synergy. And I think in terms of how that's like influenced my music going forward, it's like, okay, cool. I know that like when I'm making music, I can tap into different energies, and like I almost think like, okay, cool. Where like when I'm performing this now, what part does this fit into my set, or like what about this song do I know is going to be either like the break point, the high point, or the midpoint to hold people over when they're listening to me on stage. And yeah, I kind of use that method a little bit. That's also where I get to really expose like my band quality and like just the whole bandwidth of my artistry. Really.
Okay. Yeah. No, one thing about me is I love live performances. It gets to
come out.
It gets to show me how an artist really is, or if they could perform in real life. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like a lot of artists fear live performances due to, like, if it's by example, you're opening up for somebody, or it's a festival. So there's like, people are waiting for like usually the headliners, or, you know, they're not here to see you, but I believe that this is a time for you to shine. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I remember when Summer Walker came here for the first time, and she had Tusi, and Tusi was a new artist. And we were like, who is this man? But he was good. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go figure out who this man is after. But that's what I mean. Like, so what do you enjoy most about performing, and do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. Like everything about it, the like excited nervousness that comes with it, like hearing people lose their minds, the crowd reaction, crowd engagement. It's all great. Like even from the theatrics of like, how do you plan to come out on stage? How do you plan to take breaks? When do you plan to take like sip water when you're on there? Like how are you going to make that all part of this whole performance?
Yeah.
I love everything about it. And I agree. Live performance is like that true test to be like, okay, is this person really an artist or can they just do it in the booth only? And I think like that's a sink and swim opportunity for a lot of people. I'll be swimming.
Okay.
I'll be swimming.
No, but you said it should come out. I'm definitely going to come out, you know?
Girl, I promise you.
And you mentioned Ottawa. I feel like that's a dead city.
People think so.
How did you like that? You went to school there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your experience? And how do you feel like the music industry is out there?
I actually think it's growing really well right now. Like there's a lot of young cats that came out of there, and a lot of like people who've been grinding. Like Knight Lavelle came from out of there, and he just finished doing both a North American and Europe tour. And then there's like what's that kid? There's this young kid who's out there crushing it right now. I think Ottawa can catch a little bit of flack because it's definitely a bureaucratic city, just being like the capital. It's family oriented.
Yeah.
It's university oriented, but a lot of the energy comes from in the universities, in like the school spaces where it's like, oh, these people are actually putting things together. When I was going there, we were the hype. Like I realized very quickly that for there to be for you to have a good time, you have to be the good time there. That was my biggest takeaway. Like, oh, you want to have a good time, you need to be able to put things on and get some motion, and like it gives you a place to craft yourself for sure. So I'm not against it. I got love for the O. I got love for the O.
Yeah. Okay. Different perspective for sure.
Yeah.
And let's talk about collaborations. So you work with artists like Coffee Bean. I heard the project, and I don't want to butcher the name. Manjuna the Protector.
Yeah.
Okay.
Majnuna.
Yeah, Majnuna.
Yeah, Majnuna.
Majnuna.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, how do collaborations impact your creative process?
Honestly, I think it only elevates for real, and like you get to hear someone else's perspective on your own music, and like your ear can only hear what your ear hears. Whoa, that was crazy. But like when you get someone else and you're like, yo, I want you to be on this, and like you kind of give them like, here's the feel. You get to explain your project a little bit, so you work on like how you want to present already, and then on top of that, they interpret it and they kind of give you back something based on what you said, and you're like, oh, this either fits or it doesn't, and then you realize like, oh, this is what I'm missing or what needs to be tweaked, so that way people understand this better. So I think through like these collaborations on this project, I was like, oh yeah, they were really helpful, talking to them, just like talking through the ideas and then getting their perspective on it to make them better.
Okay. Okay, got that. So are there any collaborations already in the work that you're excited with? And if you could collab with anybody, we'll start with Canada, who would it be like that you haven't worked with yet? Ooh. So that's two loaded questions. Yeah.
There are some people I'm working with right now. A couple. This one guy, really cool dude. I'll say he kind of makes like alt pop, indie pop right now. His name's Sunsetto.
Okay.
Really dope guy. And like he's been a cool inspiration to me as well. And then I do have some other collabs. Hold on, can I say them? I'm good. I'm gonna say the other collabs. Cool. That's what I figured too. You know what I'm saying? So we have some collabs with likes of DJ SB.
Okay.
Juno nominated, and really killing it right now. And even Tyreek or Die, another great performer, great artist.
Okay.
So yeah, we have some really cool stuff in the works. And then we've been doing a lot of recording, and then a lot of like mixing and remixing again, just to make sure everything's really nice and tight. What was the other question? Oh, who
have you not collaborated with that you would like to collaborate with?
From Canada.
This is a moment to like manifest.
Sad
Speak
Boy.
it into existence. Okay.
Sad Boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Sad Boy.
She's
Sad
hot
Boy.
right now.
Yeah, she doing it. She doing it. And she cool as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Her whole crew, like, yes, they're up, but they're also like just genuinely cool people.
Okay.
So,
Love that.
Yeah.
I like people like that. Genuine vibes.
You know?
Love that. Okay. So that's the only person in Canada. Right.
Well, I'm just giving you one.
Okay, just give me one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that.
That's the one.
I'm gonna let you have that. So, okay. So let's talk about mental health.
Love that.
You definitely are somebody that taps into mental health within your music. You're open about it with your experiences, and you aim to promote awareness on it. So, how did you decide to speak up on mental health and your experience?
I think it just like, that's a good question. I figured that I wasn't alone in those feelings. And from not being alone in those feelings, but feeling like I was alone for a long time, I was like, okay, well, there's got to be someone who also maybe wants like someone to talk to about it, or like someone to be a soundboard. So almost selfishly, I was like making music to use listeners as a soundboard to the stuff I was feeling, instead of being like, let me go talk to like my friends here and there. I'm like, because my friends got lives and like I respect them for that, and I'm not gonna like, they're not my therapist, so I, you know what I'm saying, but I do go to them and I know I can, but I just felt like, okay, well, I have a lot in me that I want to get out, and there's different ways to get it out, different perspectives, different things I feel like I have to say. So I decided, all right, let's make the world my soundboard a bit through the music and see who takes to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So back to, we're going to talk about GTA and Ottawa. Okay. So you already basically told us that you basically had to be the motion out there. You know, you had to create your own motion. So growing up in the GTA and in Ottawa, how do these environments influence your music and your perspective as an artist?
I think so. I would say in a weird, fortunate way, not spending all my time in the city and then also getting some outside of the city feeling, it gave me a really deep appreciation for Toronto and just like the culture here. Because for a long time, like when I was first coming out, like I was just like the suburban artist. You know, I wasn't really seen as like a Toronto artist, and that, like, I was okay with it. I accepted it. Hey,
who gets to determine that?
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole thing. That's a whole other thing.
Oh gosh,
that's a whole other thing. But I was cool with it. I wasn't like I was humble. Took my flowers where I got them. But I think that also helped to make me work harder. Okay. Because I'm like, this is a city I go to like frequent, and like I love and I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even from the GTA, like you're still there. You're not. It's not like you're not in it. And there's that whole thing is like, you're not from Toronto, for like, you know, if you're not in like one of those 6 little boroughs. But I think it's all superficial at the end of the day. Like, we all fucking love the Raptors, don't we? Like that's our people. So yeah. So for me, I found inspiration from almost getting to be on the outside looking in. Like, my observation was the inspiration. Okay. But then it was also like the fire that I needed to be like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that do move out of Toronto and get to experience another city appreciate Toronto more than people like us that have lived here for over 20 and plus years and don't take the chance to go live in other cities in Canada. Like, speaking to my friend, she's like, yeah, she has a different type of appreciation for Toronto while living in Montreal. So it's like, it's good to see.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I love Montreal too. I'm not gonna lie. Montreal's kind of fire.
Montreal's lit in summertime.
Montreal's kind of fire.
Lit in the summertime.
You gonna see me there this year.
Oh yeah, summertime.
That is on my 2025 bingo card.
No, I stay in Montreal. Okay, I practically live there.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, just for the partying scene, and not even the partying scene. The concert scene is so much better, especially if you are a person that likes French music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me. So I go to catch my concerts over there most of the time.
I'm gonna hit you up with to get some concert.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pop out there a little more.
Yeah,
and I do like their fashion a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, they got some good fashion.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I can see that. I could understand. Okay. Let's talk about upcoming projects. Can you tell us about? Is there anything that we should be looking out for? Any upcoming performances, shows? Music. What's going on?
Yeah. There's a lot coming up right now. Actually, we just confirmed that we are going to be releasing another single in a couple weeks called "The Communication." It's incredible, so I'm really excited for that one.
Exclusive.
I know, big exclusive, first time
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, take
right
us see what
now.
G got it first. Okay.
And then we also got booked to play North by Northeast in June, so that'll be really cool. I'll see you there.
Okay.
You want to see sink or swim? I'm gonna show you some swim.
You know what?
I know June's a big
month.
But don't say that. Don't say.
Yeah. It's a big month. I'm gonna be there. It's a big month.
This is why it's gonna be a big month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And long-term goals. What are your aspirations for the career in the next 5 years? What do you want to do?
That's a big question. I love that. Definitely. Well, I mean, I feel like well before the next 5 years, touring is going to be some on that. Touring's on my bingo card for sure. I'm going to say Juno. Juno's on the bingo card. Big Juno's on the bingo card.
Period.
I already see some bigger collaborations, and I'm talking like Daniel Caesar and up.
Okay.
Daniel Caesar and up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have put on? Jessie Reyes. That's what I should have said too.
That's another Canadian artist. Yeah.
You know, yeah, because she,
okay,
hands down. Jessie Reyes knows what she's doing. Also, and this is like music aside, but music adjacent, is like a production and label company.
Oh, okay. I like where you're going with that.
I want to help some other people out.
Yeah,
you know
man. I feel
help
that.
Some other people
I
out.
feel that.
They deserve it.
Okay. And what's one thing your supporters don't know about you that might surprise them?
Oof. I am a grade A cook. I'm a bomb ass fucking cook.
Okay.
I think that's something like people don't really know. Oh, what else don't I fucking know? I can juggle.
Oh.
Your boy can juggle.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
3 things?
Yeah. Bat out. Your boy. Okay. And I love snowboarding.
Oh, it's giving very Ottawa.
The funny thing is, I went snowboarding here right, for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I actually love snowboarding.
Okay, snowboarding.
Yeah.
I might need a lesson because I think I can snowboard. I think I can.
Too. I think you could too. It's gonna be fun.
I think I can. No, I've been trying to do more winter activities.
You will bust your ass.
It's
I'm not
fine.
gonna lie to you.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Snow doesn't hurt unless
That's
it's So yeah, okay. We're gonna get into our game.
Okay.
Rap roulette. I don't know if you've ever played this before.
No, I have not.
All right. So this is
so,
it's giving freestyle. You have to,
so bad.
This is your chance to shine, to gain a supporter from one of our subscribers or new subscribers. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Come to my GoFundMe page. You gonna fund me?
So I'm going to give you a few. I'm going to give you like one word, and whatever pops out of your head, please just freestyle. Let us catch a vibe.
We're just freestyle. Okay,
Yeah.
No beats, nothing.
No, I'm so
that's
sorry.
so
I'm
tough.
not a beatboxer. I tried it last time, and it wasn't cute.
That's
okay,
so
it wasn't
tough.
cute. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the wheel. All right. The word is bands.
Bands. All right.
Could you make something out of that?
I snap back like rubber bands. I've been the man. I do a dance. She like that shaking that ass. She shake my hand. Wanna talk? Take a glance. You really liking my stance, my stamina. Been going. I'm from Canada, but I'm rapping. They rap fans of a mastermind. Going out of Sublime's time and taking this rhyme time and doing it all minded. Whoa, he's out flowing, going. Free flowing. Nah, she know he free flowing.
Oh my God. Oh.
I thought you were going to give me another one. I'm right here waiting.
Okay.
Waiting patient.
Wow. Oh, okay. So it's giving freestyle.
You just a freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
okay.
freestyle though.
Okay. Hold on. I forgot to record that. Okay. Let's spin the wheel one more time. All right. Viral is your word.
G trying to make this shit go viral. I put him in a cyclone, a spiral. I'm a tyrant. Give me the title like a wave. You know I've been spinning all the flames out my brain. Gotta go insane. I'm hitting, spitting, cooking it up in the kitchen. She know that it's delicious. She finger licking.
It's giving artists. It's giving artists.
You're funny. You're funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
That's sneak peek. Now you guys have to go get his music. Go and download that. Subscribe, support, follow him on Instagram. It's all gonna be in the description.
Instagram, you got TikTok.
Yeah.
Your mama's foot finder.
Oh.
I don't know.
All of it. It's gonna be down below. But you said you had questions for me. So.
Oh, this is a silly question I like to ask.
Okay.
Would you rather have a sneeze you could never sneeze, just like, or an itch you could never scratch?
Sneeze. I'm not gonna be trying to find the itch. That's gonna bother me. I have to get it. What are you talking about? Imagine you have something's what? What would you rather?
I would rather the itch, low key. I'm just gonna be like,
yeah.
I'd rather just do this all day.
No, you look like you are on drugs.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like, to make it cute, guys. I have something, to condition. But yeah. You're not seeing me tweak it.
What you gonna be?
I'm so sorry. That's not how I do it though. My sneezes are not that bad. They're bad when they come out, but my getting ready for it doesn't. I don't do that. I'll be like, I need to sneeze, and I'll be waiting.
You don't.
And I'll be like, okay, that's it.
You be doing that forever.
Yeah, I'll be like,
no,
okay.
wait, no.
That's okay. That's really okay.
No, but you must be a robot. I need to sneeze.
Yeah, just a little glitch, But you tweet. No, I don't need to be looking like
a glitch for the Twitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, but that was all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. We had so much fun, guys. Please do not forget to get his music.
Yes.
Go follow him on TikTok. Go follow him on
Griffith,
Instagram.
Vibe by Melo on TikTok. Help shout me out. You already know communications coming. A couple weeks. Stay tuned. North by Northeast. We got it going on. Please stream the last couple of records. Ready Yet. Speeding. Lug. The Cage at Wi-Fi 2. All of it.
All of it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on our channel. Thanks so much for taking a seat with G. And you got to hear. You got to hear first. Thanks so much. Bye.